Hi guys, so today is day 34 of the 100 Days of Cloud Azure series. So yesterday we finished for day 33, now it's time for day 34, right? So here the lab title is Enabling Internet Access, Internet Connectivity for Virtual Machines. So we had to configure something, and also we had to face the issues, to connect with the internet for the virtual machines. So that's the thing we're gonna have to do for this lab. So let's go. So let me go to appdraw.com and let me go xcleardraw.com to draw the diagram. So this is from the previous lab. I will remove all of those. So we have the virtual machines. This is the virtual machines, right? Okay. Azure Virtual Machine. Okay. So here we're gonna have to wait around maybe over 1 minute. So so here we have the internet. So we had to connect the virtual machine with the internet, right? Okay, like this. Sorry. Oh, it takes time. Let's give it another 2 minutes. So for this virtual machine, it will have resource group, like here network security group. Okay, so okay, this is network security group. Alright, so it's great. So let me copy first right here. So now we'll read the given instruction carefully. Yeah, then Natalia's depth of 10 has encountered an issue within Azure Virtual Machine. So here the virtual machine name is datacenter-vm. So virtual machine is already existing right there. So we don't need to create the virtual machine. So virtual machine names right here, datacenter VM. Alright, that's great. So okay, we will keep reading. So they are unable to install any packages on this virtual machine. So that's the problem. That's the main problem. So that means they don't get the internet access. That's why they cannot install any packages on the virtual machine. That's so reasonable. So due to connectivity issues, so we had to find those issues and we had to face that, right? So the team needs to identify the root cause of the problem and resolve it to restore normal operations. So the normal operations are like, to install the packages and to do something like that. So the main key is we had to investigate that connectivity issue that is preventing package installation on the Azure Virtual Machine. Okay, this is the first step. We had to implement a solution to resolve the connectivity issue and restore package installation capabilities on the virtual machine. So here we got 2 points that we need to consider carefully to complete the challenge. So here is note: the SSH key required to access the Azure Virtual Machine is already created. So we need to create the SSH key pair right here, and then add it to the virtual machine authorized keys. So that's great, right? So is a flag again. So here you can find the SSH key at this specific directory on the Azure client host. So yeah, you can check it out with a cat, this SSH private key. So you will see the private key. So this is the SSH private key. So that's already existed on the Azure Virtual Machine authorized key directory. So we don't need to copy to the Azure Virtual Machine. It's already copied, right? So how about let me read the public key? Oh, sorry. And let me read the public key. Okay, so here also the public key is correct. So now let me try to enter trying to enter into the Azure Virtual Machine. So we need to get the IP address. So okay, let me find the IP address. How to get the public IP address? Azure VM. So from the CentOS terminal, let me find like this. So let me run this command. So to run this command, we need to know the resource group name. So let me get the resource group name is up group list. Okay, so I will copy this resource group name right here. Okay, so I will replace right here. I don't need this, and I will remove this, and I will run this command to get the public IP address of the Azure Virtual Machine. Okay, so let me try to enter to this virtual machine using SSH and -i. So we will use this private key. We don't have to use public key when we enter into the Azure Virtual Machine. So and then we will use Azure admin username. So admin username is Azure. So if you are not sure, you can check it again right here again. So here, how to get Azure admin username. Azure admin username. This is not. Okay, let me run this. No, that's not. Of VM. I think we have to find a specific VM username. Yeah, that's correct. So here also I need to replace the correct value. So resource group name is this. So alright, so virtual machine name is datacenter-vm. So virtual machine name is datacenter-vm, and I will run this command to get the admin username. So admin username is Azure user, right? So now we're trying to enter into the virtual machine using this command. So admin username is Azure user and add, and then I will get this public IP address. Okay, so say yes. So now we are within the virtual machine. So let me check it out. Let me try to install some packages. So here is the Ubuntu image. This virtual machine is this virtual machine use Ubuntu image, right? So we have to use sudo apt. So let me run this command to verify if it is connecting with the internet or not. So here, connecting to the azure.archive.ubuntu.com, but it does not work. So that means there is no internet connection within this virtual machine. So that's so obvious, right? So okay, that's great. So let me assist. So we need to check the network security group of this virtual machine, right? So because now it does not have the internet connection here. So here we enter into VM, but what the next? We cannot do anything yet, right? So we cannot install any package, right? Okay, so that means we don't have internet connection. So we need to check the network security group of this virtual machine. So how do we check that? So first of all, let me exit. So how to check of a specific VM in Azure is that you are Azure from the CentOS terminal. Okay, so this is network security group. Okay, let me run this. So let me replace the resource group name right here. So resource group name is, I will copy this, and then I will replace, and virtual machine name is datacenter-vm, and so I will run this to see the resource security group list. Here network washer is not enabled for region is used. Okay, let it be. So let me try to approach with the second method. So the second method is we need to get the NIC ID, and then we need to get the NSG. Alright, so and finally we see the NSG rule list. Okay, so let me check it out. So here also I will get the resource group name. So okay, so virtual machine name is the same, datacenter-vm. So let me run this command. Alright, so here it is a datacenter-vm NIC. That's a NIC name. Okay. So okay, so let me paste the this is NIC name. So how to get the Azure NSG name of a virtual machine from the CentOS terminal using NIC name. Okay, so alright, so I will run this. Okay, so here also I will replace the resource group name. So resource group name is this. Okay, NIC name is I can get from here. This is data center NIC name. So here I will remove this. I will put there and I will run this. So here data center NSG. So this is the NSG name. So now we get the NSG name. So now it is time to get the network security group list. Here NSG rule list. So I will run this command. So here also we need to replace the correct values for network resource group name. So resource group name is okay. So right here, okay. So NSG name is right here. We get right here. So here we get, and I will replace right here. So now let me list the NSG rule list. So here, okay. So this allow SSH. This is TCP type and port 22, and this allow HTTP port 80. Okay, that's fine. But here is so obvious. Here NSG rule is the block all outbound rule. So the outbound rule means this virtual machine cannot access to the internet, right? So the outbound rule blocks internet access right here. So here below outbound rule. So that means deny. So that denies internet access. So that's why that this virtual machine cannot get internet access. So we cannot install any packages on it. So how do we do this? So okay. So when we approach this problem, so the first thing we had two things. The first thing is we will delete this outbound rule, and then we will add new outbound rule for the internet access, right? So okay, how do we delete this existing outbound rule? Okay, so let me find in a Google again. So how to delete this existing outbound Azure NSG. So NSG name is I will attach with the correct NSG name at the same time. Okay, so where is that? Okay, right here from terminal. Okay, so we're gonna delete that this outbound rule. So I will remove. So here, and also I will need to replace the resource group name. So resource group name is the same. Okay, anyway, I can get from here. So okay, so now let me delete that outbound rule. Okay, now let me check the NSG list, NSG rules list again. So here. Okay, so now we just only have two rules, one for SSH and another one for HTTP. But we don't still get the internet access for the Azure Virtual Machine. So now we need to add the new outbound rule for internet access. So okay, so let me find it again. How to add new outbound rule for internet access. Okay, so I need to run this command. So and also, but we need to replace the resource group name. So resource group name is the same. So I will give this resource group name. Okay, and the NSG name is here. NSG name is data center NSG. So I will remove this. So you can get any rule name here, allow internet outbound, and you can modify any name you like to give. So directions is outbound, not inbound, and priority is 100, that's fine. And so address prefix is virtual network. Okay, and source port range is here asterisk. We don't need to fix this. Destination is internet. Alright, so port range is asterisk, that's fine, and access is allowed, and protocol type is, that's fine, protocol type is this. Okay, so you can write any description test you'd like to write. So okay, let me check it out. So let me run this command. Okay, so we successfully added a new outbound rule within the NSG. Okay, so now let me check it out, the NSG rule list again. So here, now we get the internet access. Okay, so now let me try to enter this virtual machine using SSH. Okay, right here. Okay, so now let me install the apt update. Sudo, let me do apt upd update. Yeah, so now we can install any packages on the virtual machine, right? Because now it gets the internet access. Yeah, so that's it. So finally I can check it out and click confirm. Wait, yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, it's been successful. We successfully did it, right? So like I said before, the key point is we're gonna approach that problem and we're gonna break it into smaller ones. So first of all, we're trying to enter into this virtual machine, and then we're trying to install any packages on the virtual machine, but we cannot install it because we don't have any internet access on the virtual machine. So that's why we go back again, and then we check the security group list. So but we encountered an issue because we found out like network security group list inbound rule, right? Outbound rule for the internet access is not correct because it is denied. That's why we remove that rule and then we add the new outbound rule for internet access. So finally we can install the packages on the virtual machine. That's it. Okay, so thanks for watching. See you in the next coming video.